September 2020 for Sag Risings is an adulting month of managing resources, of deciding where to put your time, and whether or not you have time to put into other things that you're not already investing in. If you're excited to dive into what the astrology, what the tarot, and what the oracle deck cards have to say about you and your rising sign for this month, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. Before we get started, this video is brought to you by BetterHelp, an online counseling service connecting you with board-certified licensed state therapists in under 24 hours. To get started, you can head to the link on the screen or below, fill out a quick survey, and get matched with your ideal counselor in under 1 day. You can receive licensed counseling through your phone, tablet, mobile device over means such as text, video chat, or phone call. BetterHelp is not a crisis hotline, but it does hold group and hour sessions where you can meet with others in group sessions such as relationships or anxiety management altogether. BetterHelp costs $65 a week, though financial aid plans are available for those who qualify and is available worldwide. To get started, head to the link on screen or in the description to visit the BetterHelp website and take a quick survey to exactly examine your needs, what you are looking for, who would best match up with that, and then in under 24 hours you can be confirmed with your ideal therapist and get things started that way. Hi, I'm Maren. I am a professional astrologer, current philosophy student, and I'm just those two things today. I combine traditional Hellenistic astrological techniques with modern psychological counseling dynamics in order to provide grounded guidance. On the first, we start out with Venus in your Cancer 8th house opposing Saturn in your Capricorn 2nd house. So good things and some ease in shared finances or money that you share with others is at odds with what you need to do with your own money and the way that you feel comfortable spending that specifically. On the 2nd, there's a full moon in your Pisces 4th house, and I have a full video on this down below that you can watch, but this is a culmination of events around home, family, or property finally ending or coming to light or coming to the surface to be celebrated. On the 3rd, Venus in Cancer in your 8th house is squaring Mars and Aries in your 5th house. This is some tension between a romantic partner or a child or a creative project pressuring you to spend money and invest money in a certain way. On the 9th, Mars then stations retrograde in Aries, which I do have a full video on, which directly relates to a rethinking of creativity, of children, and romance in your life and the way that you're expending energy on those things. On the 9th through the 18th, the Sun in your Virgo 10th house is trining Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in your Capricorn 2nd house. So overall, your career goals are on board with what's required financially from you, that you're making money right now with what you are doing and the way that you are using your time and your energy vocation-wise. But on the 11th, with the Sun in your Virgo 10th house opposing Neptune in your Pisces 4th house, your family might be confusing your career goals, or your property might be confusing it, and you're deciding the best course of action to align like your foundations with your high goals. On the 15th, Venus in your Leo 9th house is squaring Uranus in your Taurus 6th house. So watch out for some sudden health things coming up that lead you to want to suddenly travel or make a decision spiritually. That's a weird combination, I know, or actually this makes more sense with coworkers. Watch out for some sudden coworker dynamics leading to some decisions to do something on a higher broad scale, like a travel plan or a degree, kind of out of the blue. On the 17th, there's a new moon in your Virgo 10th house, a new beginning that I have a full video on linked below around career and job and occupation. That is a little by little climbing to the top endeavor. On the 17th through the 23rd, Mercury in your Libra 11th house is squaring Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in your Capricorn 2nd house. So there's some discomfort around communicating to groups and networking what you're doing with your finances. And then on the 24th, Mercury in Libra will oppose Mars in your 5th house. So then the dynamic of communicating with your friends is at odds with what is prioritized in your creative or romantic or child-centered world. So that you're like trying to hold together the social piece, but that's very different than what's going on financially and in your very close creative or romantic world. On the 26th, Mars and Aries in your 5th house is then squaring Capricorn, Saturn and Capricorn in your 2nd house. So the way that you're trying to rethink your creative projects or your romantic world is at odds with what you're trying to do financially. So there's this like adulting of, what do I need to prioritize? Where do I put my money and my energy? Because on the 29th, the month ends with Saturn stationing direct in your Capricorn 2nd house, declaring a definitive decision or chapter being nailed down in your financial world. So if you have any questions or any thoughts around what's coming up for you this month coming up. Let me know in the comments below. Would love to hear your thoughts, your stories, your concerns, all that stuff. Let me know below. And now with the astrology out of the way, let's move on to the tarot cards to see what tarot cards coming up. For tarot, we have the Queen of Wands. This is a card directly around getting inspiration from a maternal figure. If there's someone in your life that is a maternal figure to you, or even yourself and your like internal mother telling you what the best course of action and inspiration is for the way that you're allocating your resources, listen to that. And for a Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck card, we have Herbal Kitchen Alchemist. Mixing, making, stirring, brewing, boiling, baking, frying, stewing. Collecting plants and herbs to use, selecting carefully now to choose. So with some home and family stuff going on, you know, if you're looking to like get in the kitchen and get cooking, that might be a good energetic release. That might be a way for you to connect with what you're creating, and maybe even use creation as a means of manifestation this month, so that you feel as if you are tangibly having some control or some creativity over something when there's a lot of interplay of different variables. If you enjoyed this and you would like to dive deeper into your chart, my link for readings is below. I would love to read for you if you are interested in personal application of these things. And as well, if you're interested in learning the language of the cosmos and diving deep into this with the rationale and the grounded step-by-step of the why, the what, and the how this all works, check out my link for the Astrology Academy below. This is hours of course that I put together over the past few months to really take you from interest and astrology enthusiast into astrology foundational, grounded, not expert, because even I wouldn't call myself an expert, it's a lifelong study, but someone who is confident, is centered, and is able to read charts with ease and with ability in trusting their own astrological knowledge. So if you're interested in taking a deep dive into all the components of astrology, the Academy link is down below. Otherwise, like, subscribe, do all the things, and let me know any thoughts you have about this September. Sending so much love, and I will see you in the next one.